going to get their hands on loot crates anyway by using mum and daddy's credit card.
Yeah, so eventually,
so they don't give a shit.
You're not going to be able to play these games unless you have a retina scan before you log in.
we need to.
You're going to have to cut daddy's eyeball out.
Oh, you said retina.
We need.
It's so delicious. Aye. So delicious. Aye. So delicious. Aye. I'm Fergalicious. Tasty.
Is this your new song lyrics?
No. Or is it my fucking new personality change? Ladies, gentlemen, guys, girls, and all variations of the species. Welcome to a very special episode 61 of the Unmonetisables. Special because it's also got the old intro, you like that?
Yay.
The official podcast of the FAWK Chronicles, aka the dumbest search for intelligence in the galaxy, and stepsister podcast to the Indi Scots Network's Scots with Soul podcast. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me through no choice of their own are Dr. Darkside.
I think we're beyond the stepsister now. I think we're like the aunt or something.
How did we upgrade to aunt?
No, like
Don't get into the family
aunt-in-law.
tree.
Aunt-in-law, what the...
And the prodigal bot who hath returned, Grandmaster Tech.
I'm going to yeet myself back to where it was. It's better.
Fresh from his own recon mission. Had to copy me, Well, I got REC, so you all of a sudden need a fucking time off.
But you were only there for like a couple of days. I at least went all out and was there for 2 weeks.
I don't want to know what you were wearing when you went out, for fuck's sake. Or what you were digging out.
Nothing.
A little bit of housekeeping, folks. Apologies for the lack of show last week. As mentioned, Tech was away, and although we had planned for it with spare episodes, we didn't record all of the mics, so I blame Darkside. All in favour, say aye.
Nominate the blame.
We'll do our best not to let it happen again.
Okay, whatever.
If you're unaware, folks, it's the only show in the galaxy that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture in the form of trending topical tat. And none better.
Tat. That just sounds like some weird new age like cream.
It's like a vape.
Here, use topical tat.
It's a vape cream.
Vape cream.
For anyone that's got vape-related injuries.
Like finger burn or...
Ew.
Yeah.
Don't say finger burn.
Or you're passing on the propaganda to do with the vape.
No, I was going to
lung disorders.
I was actually going to use the burning fingers to segue burning knuckles onto punching as the KSI versus Logan Paul Part 2
just still going.
has been confirmed.
Like,
finally.
seriously, is this shit still going? Has this not hit the level of that's old, man?
It kind of is,
tat.
especially for like two reasons. One, they charged for the first fight, fuck you, and two, the organizer who previously slagged the first fight is now back on board as he is booking it, and there will be no other YouTubers on the card. It's all professional fighters.
Yeah. See, like I find it really funny, right? Because
they're taking the helmets off this time, so they may actually bat each other a wee bit.
I just find it really funny because you look at these guys and they're like, oh, we were cool, we were doing this, we were the top of our game, and blah 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 blah, and bashing at people that were like 3 years old because you're not topical anymore. Guess what, guys? Welcome to Not Topical.
I just like I'm
boring, right?
There's been too much time. There has been too much time. I don't think it'll be as big a fucking thing.
Yeah, but I just think they're actually dying off. Like, people are going, we don't care about them anymore.
They're just trying to keep their name in the
basically.
news and people's
so they're now
feeds.
hitting that point where, an old TV personality is like, dude, you've been doing TV for 30 years. Give it up, man. Here's a new fresh person coming in.
They always just keep plodding those fuckers on and getting them their own shows.
Exactly, but
parts.
That's what I'm saying. People like Jake Paul and shit like that might have been in the forefront, but they're like quite quickly becoming the background.
It shows how uncreative they are. If that's they're just churning out a sequel. Instead of actually coming up with that was totally planned. So you could churn out a sequel. Like, It's like every movie that's been in the past 20 years is they leave it an ambiguous ending so they can churn out a sequel at some point.
This will definitely not be
this shows how
because it's a professional boxing match, and as everyone knows, there's definitely no fixing in professional boxing.
Is he going to wake up at the end of the fight, chewing his pillow or something like oh my god, it was all a dream? Or something,
It's just a big YouTube vlog.
Yeah.
The money actually got knocked out. The first one.
The money and the creative teams that they've got behind them, and this is what they choose to do. It's just a bit default. It's just a bit.
That's the problem.
Predictable. It's a bit predictable. Really.
They're putting enough money into creative teams.
I mean, they have Team 10 or whatever, and the KSI guy? He's got his whole team of sidemen or whatever, right? So
team of sidemen!
It's like the Foot Clan or something.
So that's not their gang. It's like their gang. It's a fucking team of creatives, right? And that they couldn't come up with anything better.
I'd argue
a team of half a dozen folk at least.
I'd argue KSI's probably got it better because...
And they've definitely got PR people. They've got managers. Like, they're surrounded by creative teams, man. And the manager just goes, yeah, just do another one. Like, really? It seems dumb.
I'd argue they'd KSI's got it better because he has a fucking actual squad team like that, whereas Jake Paul is Jake Paul, so he'll have a smaller group of people around him that are arguably they're all in control. And they'll be feeding him the ideas and we should do this, we should do that. Whereas KSI's probably got a lot more control, and they had their fucking they were on fucking mainstream telly with a fucking sidemen show, and they got a YouTube fucking show at it and that.
Yeah,
marketing themselves like fuck. And half the shit that guy's said and done, they've got Indi #MeToo off, but he's still KSI's still quite relevant in Britain, and because of that, they can only really grow the longer that goes.
Yeah,
but with Jake Paul, it's a different fucking story. It's an overarching redemption arc to see if he can ever come back.
It just seems that they're just doing what everybody expects of them, and they're not really doing anything unpredictable, new, innovative.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Brexit. You know what I mean? It's the new Coronation Street of Britain. So, it just.
That's why I reckon they're just
takes over every other thing
in a way, and I think eventually their audiences will just tail off. If they're not really experiencing anything new, these folk.
Well, folk are going back to watching gaming videos. Like, come on, GTA has suddenly become a bit more popular again for some reason. Like how?
It's new. They're taking the helmets off.
Yay! Default.
It's like you going about PewDiePie. PewDiePie has a huge amount of subscribers, but proportionally how many people watch his videos is actually quite small.
You're talking like the biggest ones he's getting would be about 3 million. That'd be a big video when you're like 100. It's literally got 100 million.
Yep.
That's bad. That is bad. But I don't watch Minecraft videos.
So go donate $50,000 to a Jewish organisation to.
Don't say the J word.
To see what happens, to mix it up a bit and.
Here, listen.
Get my name in the papers.
He's already said he didn't realise it was suggested to him, which is a funny coincidence. But
you just try to suggest something.
No, it's actually in the Twitter moments as well. But we'll skip over that. Although because when it comes out with he fucking came out with his new merch, and it's got one of those kind of mad Iron Cross looking motherfuckers on it. It's actually
Iron Cross, like Star of David.
No, it's like an actual fucking cross.
Right.
And but that's his new line merch, but it was that hoodie. I don't apologise. You're like, oh. Of course, the internet they tried to pounce, but then everyone was like, actually, it's supposed to cross. You're being fucking ignorant and retarded.
Yeah,
so,
but he knows what he was doing.
No,
come on.
He's just a fucking innocent little Swedish guy that plays Minecraft.
Yeah.
His head's way more filled with fucking more gamer fucking things.
He's got more followers than most of the world leaders. You know what I mean? 100 million people following him. Like PewDiePie
crazy.
For Prez, you know what I mean? He's got more popularity than the fucking world leaders. The United Nations probably don't have as many followers.
I'd be so much better than fucking PewDiePie than Boris. That'd be so funny. How's it going, Bez?
You know what? If it was, I'm not going to get into the politics of that, but you know my answer there.
Gamers rise up. Do you know what I mean?
PewDiePie versus Boris Johnson versus KSI and Logan Paul fight. Yeah.
That'll be the next piece of news, but PewDiePie donates to the
Boris
the
Johnson
EDL
Hair
or
Foundation.
The EDL, fuck off.
EDL,
Fuck the
shit.
EDL. Listen, it's not about fight. It's not about that fight, right? It's no longer his fight, is how he put it. Okay, but who is going to have to fight it out for the truth? Mr. Beast versus Mr. Morgs.
Yeah.
It's not Mr. Morgs.
Alright.
You know Morgs?
I've heard of the name.
Morgs!
No, I
Just
don't
like,
know.
oh my god, you thought you didn't like Jake Paul and fucking
Do they have a learning difficulty or something?
John
Sounds
Paul
like
or whatever the other Paul one is? Logan Paul? Morgs, no, he just screams and shouts at the camera, guys! Oh my god!
So probably then.
Yeah.
Well, it's a YouTuber disability.
Yeah, you got to shout at everything, otherwise
Yeah.
it's not emotional enough. You know, it's not. It doesn't
Mentally,
have
they
the
seem
same
to think
amount of
that everyone
impact.
behind the camera is deaf.
Yeah. So basically, the louder you shout, the more people will hit that subscribe button. You know,
And the more you copy
that
Mr.
how it
Beast's
works?
video
Yeah.
ideas and thumbnails and fucking video titles, then you'll be quite cushy.
Yep.
He's been that Mars guy's literally been copying Mr. Beast's fucking videos for a while and that, and it's fired back with accusing him of copying him because Mr. Beast done a couple of videos after, but Mr. Beast points out, oh, what the thumbnails you're comparing, the thumbnail that's clearly based off that piece of art. Like, that's the default art for that thing that the video's title. Like, yeah, man. Like, good try, bro. Guy, like, fucking shut up. Everybody's hating on Morgs and it's like a jump train for him. Like, he vlogs with his mum and he's running his fucking kissing my sister challenge. Oh my god, I found fucking Santa Claus at 3 a.m. and
Clickbait chaser.
put the scratch card. Oh my god, you guys. I have the remote from the movie fucking Switch or whatever the fuck it was called.
Why do people even watch him? He's not really giving anybody any value, right?
Apart from casual
what's the
incest,
value that he's
apparently.
giving you
Kids.
apart from some kind of
kids.
level of entertainment?
Yeah, it's just entertainment for kids, isn't it?
Is it? though?
Casual.
Of course it is. Someone slightly older than them who maybe looks cooler is shouting right in their face. What you want to do, guys, is fucking, oh my god, at the end of this video I'm going to scratch this and do this and la 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 la.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's all family
Like
friendly
Nazis.
stuff.
Just
Is it?
kids.
Well, casual incest is
for the
family
most-
friendly.
For the most part. I think he dabbled in those weird fucking...
Yeah.
But I think so, yeah. It's kind of... It's just
So what's the
alcohol.
situation anyway?
Well, the situation is that he's actually been in more than one beef because he exposed Ricegum the other week.
That's how you move up the chain, is you diss all the other YouTubers.
That's it, man. He's pulling a 50 Cent. That's how he's got to come back out swinging and just diss all
Except
the
there's
other
one difference. 50 Cent was actually decent.
No, it's Ricegum he's got against those, so they can have a rap battle.
Rice Gum's no decent either.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's funny because he'd been doing videos about him slagging him off, but then Morgs has dropped the... It's funny, it's not what you were saying in text. Yo, dude, video's so funny, we should collab sometime. Well, let's hook it up. And he's obviously responding to him, so he's just started like dissing him and that. You're like, alright, here we go. I just want the Royal Rumble of it, man. Do you know what I mean? We need a Hype CW equivalent. We need to just franchise it and then get in the big fuck off YouTubers. And they're all sitting there ringside watching and shouting for their... Don't say ringside. They're all sitting shouting for their fucking avatars to win.
People don't want avatars though. They want the real. They want the real pair in a ring, battering hell at each other. No, that's KSI.
No,
no?
apparently, yeah. Well, yeah,
People wouldn't tune into an avatar of
now
KSI.
for your all-new YouTube Star Steel Cage match with an added extra flamethrowers.
Oh, what? Yes.
There we go.
Thunderdome meets fucking... what you call it? Celebrity Deathmatch meets fucking...
That's
CZW,
it. That's it. If you
ECW.
instead of them having an actual boxing match, if you had them having like a crazy kind of battle with all sorts of
Gladiators.
An
Now, all new
inflatable
YouTuber,
dinosaur
human pinball.
inflatable dinosaur fucking batter in hell at something. That would be funny.
Imagine this, right? Imagine,
if it was funny, people would watch it. More people would watch
you've got someone in one of the, you know, the inflatable rolling ball things that you get into.
Oh yeah.
Right? You got somebody in that, right? And then
I
you've
don't
got
wanna know
somebody,
about your fetishes, but
you got
okay.
one of the other guys up in a booth with a controller, and it's just like a giant pinball board. And they are the pinball, and the person up in the booth is the opponent that's actually like whapping them about the board.
That sounds amazing, but would be fucking terrible.
It would be,
you know, it'd be
but
like
it'd be
the
fucking
shittiest
hilarious.
cushions, and it would, like, the thing would ping the ball to start with, but it would never have enough momentum, so it would just be them like huffing and puffing up a pinball board. And an inflatable ball.
What are you talking about, man? It's like, it wouldn't be the inflatable one, it would be like a steel cage, like a rolling steel cage.
Fuck, like,
So when it hits them, it's just like, Ganesh! You know, and,
so he makes a Faraday cage, just fucking.
but
roll
you know,
the
they go
bastard
down a
down.
wee hole and they end up going through a wee tunnel and pop back out in the board somewhere. That kind of shit.
what?
And they've got a camera that's stabilised, so it doesn't rotate with the cage. It just stays
no,
up,
aye, so
you
it's
can
like
see it moving.
they're
You know?
like as well. They're like on a stabilised seat in the cage.
Exactly.
Ah,
Exactly. So come on,
somewhere
that'd be
between
hilarious.
Running Man and fucking
Like Robot Wars or some shit, you know, yeah.
No, what's the fucking silly knockdown funny foam show thing?
Oh, I can't
That
remember,
one.
but yeah, totally something like that.
Total
you know?
Wipeout. Get
That's
it
it.
right, for fuck's sake,
That's
man.
it. But it's like it's got a wee bit of mix of Takeshi's Castle in there or something as well.
It's
you
too
know,
kidsy, man. Kids wouldn't review it, but Ryan's toy review is under review.
Again,
That was a stealth segue. That
it really was.
it was, in fact, but we never
don't-
really spoke
don't
about this
ever
on the
waft
podcast.
that
Not for
segue
real,
again.
though.
Not for real though. How's
Is
that
it?
though?
What's
Yeah,
the-
but it's under review
For what?
for advertising to kids.
Really?
Oh, you mean like the thing we were talking about, like last fucking year?
Yeah,
That they're only just getting
we
around to,
yeah,
right?
totally, aye, pretty
Yeah.
much. Well, they're speaking about a blanket. Well, you know how YouTube is. We're going to do this 6 months down the
Yeah,
line. It'll
exactly.
eventually get implemented, but they're talking about
So
targeting.
we're
the
actually
algorithms
ahead of the
into-
curve for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking about? We're
What are you
always
talking about?
fucking
We
ahead of
were the
the
curve.
You should wait till the fucking. What, like, we need to actually like. No. Sorry.
major long
what we need
pause?
to do is fucking. Just keep an eye on YouTube, man, because this is going to be really fucking interesting. Because if they're going to start tamping down on what folk can advertise on, you know what I mean? Like they've already come back and been, oh, we fully fucking, you know, we fully fucking acknowledge that the new changes have been blah blah blah, and we will comply with them thoroughly. And you're like, you motherfuckers know to the letter of the law there ain't nothing in that TOS that says anything about you getting kids to sell toys to folk.
Yeah.
And they'll not retroactively go for you because they've got money in you.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not just these people should be banned. These people should be fined to the hilt for all their previous kind of.
No, never retroactive. They'll never retroactively.
Because
go after
these families, some of them have made
You're part of the
millions
agenda.
of dollars.
They're part of the fucking agenda.
out of manipulating children, and
Yeah, but come on.
it's
Considering that
horrible.
one of the news reports recently
Really
was
disgusting.
YouTube ads consistently appear next to ads for fake medication.
Yeah,
So where
fake cancer cures.
yeah, fake cancer cures. Yeah, exactly.
Like some of them were saying like baking soda
Yeah.
cures
Wow.
cancer.
Exactly. But
And then
wow.
you'll get an advert for
YouTube.
Walmart or something.
yeah,
Was that like
yeah,
the-
No,
but-
it's on YouTube.
Was
The
that like
adverts are
totally.
for big name brands.
exactly. So my question there is, does YouTube really actually care?
No.
No.
It's-
Hi
you don't.
YouTube.
It comes back to the no agenda principle that he
Yeah.
keeps pointing out. At the end of the day, no matter what your fucking version of the political side of the spectrum or conspiracy theory you're coming up with, they have bosses who they answer to. Those bosses are responsible for answering to the sponsors and the advertisers. If there is shit that in any way, shape or form starts rocking the boat in a fucking news...
It's
Yeah,
like
news
it's like,
flip-flop.
it's like Boris Johnson.
You better watch.
with the no deal thing. They're gonna just see what they can get away with. You know what I mean? They're gonna comply with the law, which is basically we're gonna manipulate things and the language to we can get away with it. It's exactly the same shit that's
pretty
going on with YouTube, and do they care? No, they care about getting litigated against. You know, they care about having to pay big fucking fines.
But that's
why,
all
they care about. They don't care about the
consumer.
Exactly. That's why they're like their TOS and everything kind of flip flops back and forward.
Oh, I continuously just we're just going to reword it.
Exactly.
We're just going to we're going to make it up as we go along, basically.
Yeah, because if they do that, then basically the courts look at it as going, well, they're trying to fix it, so that they're actually actively trying to.
It's a lot like the gambling industry.
Yeah,
you know. We don't want people being problem gamblers. So you know,
exactly.
Once it, once the fun stops. You know, but these people are highly fucking addicted.
Yeah, exactly.
So they can't fucking stop. You tell them, just stop. It's like that. It's just they're being dead manipulative and shady.
Speaking of problem gambling, the loot crates is back.
Oh, aye.
The argument on the loot crates is back in court again.
Oh, is it like?
Is it in court
UK
or is it?
They're trying to take it to court, I think.
UK said bad use. UK said fine.
Yeah.
Europe said fine, but US has went bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a MP committee inquiry.
Oh, it's a committee inquiry. But yeah, still the fact of the matter is it's back. This is like loot crates 2.0. You know what I mean?
Oh, you heard about
the gaming
loot boxes that went down.
It's all like the gambling industry.
That's a loot crate fucking delivery service.
Aye,
that's went under.
Yeah.
The
loot box, random box.
Yeah, it's basically that kind of
mystery box.
The reason that the gambling industry still gets away with what they're doing is because they've got so much money that they've bought out the politicians. They're lobbying the politicians.
Easy fucking just cut that for the podcast where we'll get capped with the fucking casino gangsters, mate.
What, the truth?
The online casino gangsters.
It's the same thing that's happening with the video gaming industry, right? They've got it's bigger than the film industry and the music industry combined. They've got that much fucking money. They're just going to pay off politicians. So this is just the politicians making it sound like they're doing something. Oh, you know, so all the families out there can think that maybe down the line they're going to ban these. No, they're not going to ban these things because there's too much money involved, man.
But they're not going to ban them. However, there was basically a rumour.
They'll maybe change it to make it look better.
Well, there was basically a rumour that they were deciding on whether to change it to 18 in Europe and 21 in the US before you could buy loot boxes. Because at the end of the day,
that means you're admitting it's gambling almost. But
this is the thing, right?
How do you police that?
This is the thing. They don't care because the kids are still going to buy them. They buy Grand Theft Auto for fuck's sake, so they're going to get their hands on loot crates anyway by using mum and daddy's credit card.
Yeah, so eventually,
they don't give a shit.
You're not going to be able to play these games unless you have a retina scan before you log in.
we need to.
You're going to have to cut daddy's eyeball out.
Oh, you said retina.
We need to trace your GI tract just to make sure it's you. You know what I mean? But no, so they don't care whether they make them 18 plus or not because kids are still going to be able to buy them. So if they have to do that to stop the arguments, then that's probably what's going to happen.
Joe Twist, the chief executive of UK Interactive Entertainment, said the video games industry has always and will continue to put the welfare of players at the heart of what we do.
Yeah, I'm sure. Woo, yes.
You're just milking the money out of these fucking wins.
Yeah, we care about it. They care about gamers. Okay, they're all gamers at heart. That's why they got into
you need to keep them on life support. You need to at least keep them alive so they can pump money into the fucking machine. That's about it.
Yeah, you know.
I like your concept of 18 plus gaming loot box though. Like, no, but like, imagine it, right?
You have to go into the bookies to get your loot box.
If it was a full blown adult loot box, right? But there was like a sod's law sort of system in card because once every now and then the box is just fucking empty.
Once every now and then
it's filled with dicks. You just got a box.
It's a dildo that jumps out and rams up your arm.
The only fucking guns you can use for that week are just giant penises or floppy fucking cocks or, you know, saggy fucking lightsabers or whatever, man. Just a real adult, like, fuck you element to it. Right then, if you really want to gamble here, right, you know what I mean? But that one box just opens and wipes your save.
But see, that to me is proper proper loot boxes. You know what I mean? That's
implement that, and you'll see the way and stop playing it so goddamn fast. That's the way to get it as fit. Is put in just the odd system here and there that will just fuck people's shit up, and folk will think fucking twice before
there's only one problem.
Hardcore gamblers with the problems will continue to gamble.
There's only one problem though,
and they'll be easy to identify.
It's like smack. It's like,
there's only one problem.
Occasionally putting some fentanyl in the smack.
The thing is though, right?
The fuck, I don't know the recipe. You fucking
there's a lot of there's a lot of games where you can earn the credits in game to be able to buy the loot boxes, right? I might start actually playing the games and earn those credits to get the loot boxes if they did something like that, because that just sounds way more fun than dangerous to me.
Apparently,
You know?
in Belgium they've been banned, and China has restricted the number of loot boxes players can open each day, and Sweden's
You know what I mean?
investigating.
If China is restricting them, what's the
That's when
rest
you
of
know
the
it's
world
bad.
doing?
That's when you know it's bad.
Exactly,
bro.
fucking China.
Think how much
Like,
money
holy
you
shit.
make in Chinese loot boxes, bro. Wow. Of course they're restricting them. There's only you're only allowed one kid, for fuck's sake.
Oh, that's been rescinded.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen?
Where were you,
A
bro?
while ago.
Oh, God damn it.
Years ago, man.
I need to go to China of kids now just so they can date. For the sake of it.
Yeah.
Like now, I need to go.
Yeah, but they just wanted them for the loot boxes.
When the fuck did that get? No, that's
It's alright. They're going
that
to
was
introduce it in the
years
UK.
ago,
So
like-
Shut up.
Yeah, totally. The one kid
Mate, this
ban
is
was lifted.
Nelson Mandela's effect day. Like, what the fuck off? Fuck
You're
off.
gonna have to
like,
search it now.
a wee
It
bit
was like 20
backstory
years
here,
ago or
folks.
something.
Before we went live, Darkside was talking to me about the Dan Aykroyd Joe Rogan interview, in which I was like, yeah, man, I've seen that. Like, totally, man, I mind that. And he's like, yeah, the Crystal Skull vodka. I'm like, yeah, man,
2
I've seen
days
that.
ago or
Totally,
something.
yeah, man, I've seen that. Ages ago. He's like, no, it was 2 days ago. I'm like, nah, I've seen that. No, I haven't seen that, but I know I've seen that. Fucking now you're telling me China has at one point long ago?
Oh yeah.
No.
Lifted the
No, mate.
ban on more than one kid.
Something's happened, Ryan. You fucked up somehow coming back for holiday. I mean, recon.
What, are you from an alternate universe
You've
or something?
tampered
You're
with
an
the temple
imposter.
of the
Boomer
universe. Boomerverse. Let's start that again.
Oh, you goddamn boomer.
That'll explain why you've been so salty the past couple of weeks, Darkside.
What,
Fuck
is
you.
your dark side a little sweeter and more gentle?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Enough of this. Enough of this twattery. Onto the twittery. The moment, in fact, sorry, am I jumping the gun here, Darkside? Sorry. What has Darkside got for us this week that is enough to make up for last week?
Sounded
that we
like
missed
Jimmy
out?
Savile there.
Don't you
If you ever wanted to insult
hold on.
someone,
He spits the dummy out because I called him Boomer one too many times, but you get to call me Jimmy fucking Savile on the podcast. Fuck you, Boomer.
I think the amount of boomers kind of has leveled off to Jimmy Savile. It's like
No
there is
one under 30 knows who Jimmy Savile is.
You have to be careful what you call people now, because Sam Smith, the singer, has have you heard this?
he loves that segue. That was good.
He's declared that he's coming out as non-binary.
Oh yeah, totally.
And so he's asked fans to
who?
use the pronouns they and them.
And you've already
instead
fucked
of
up at
he
least
or
5
him.
times.
What?
You've misgendered them. That's illegal. You can go
No,
to
it's not.
jail
It's not. It's
under
no,
hate speech laws.
It's not
in this
illegal
country.
unless you're in Canada. In Canada, it is illegal to misgender. But yeah.
There's a
so
bird on
coming-
Twitter in
coming to a country
England that was misgendering a lady, and she had a visit from the police to warn her.
in the UK.
Yep, because she was intentionally misgendering someone.
Yeah, intentionally. There's a difference, you know.
Well,
Yeah. Well, I was like, her defence is almost stupid. It's coming into my thread on Twitter.
I think deliberately. I think deliberately using pronouns like that is a bit weird as well, because throughout the article, the BBC uses those pronouns, and they shouldn't have to. Why should they have to?
The human brain isn't infallible. It makes mistakes.
Yeah.
So
But even deliberately misgendering, why is that bad?
It's bullying.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Bullying. It's bullying.
I will call.
Facts don't care about your
I will
feelings,
call Sam
Darkside.
Smith
It's bullying.
he and him if I choose to do so.
That's fucking transphobic as fuck.
It's not transphobic.
It's not. It's non-binary phobic. It's non-phobic.
Yeah, if you're going to send a shuttle up to speak to Darkside,
binobic.
do me a favour and bring a pizza with you.
Listen, don't start this fucking argument. Let's all just say that it's reasonable enough to be reasonable enough with folk and not treat them like total dicks. If you feel uncomfortable enough saying or speaking about that in front of a person, then either ask them or don't fucking speak to them, which is a shit thing to fucking say. But at the same time, if you're going to intentionally go your way to be like, no, you're a he, no, you're a that's then you're being a cunt.
Okay,
you're being just as much a cunt as the people that are saying, don't call me this, don't call me that.
Saying, but isn't he being a cunt by expecting... but hear me out.
We Sam the cunt, pretty much.
Hear me out. Isn't he being a cunt by asking everybody...
I'm hearing you. Is it active listening?
If you don't... Right... I like that. Nobody's going to get that, though. Yeah, but I get that, right?
That's an inside-outside joke.
You bastard. Right, but
I'm sorry, that was bad.
Isn't he being a cunt by asking everybody to use those terms, though?
No,
when people should have the freedom to use the terms.
I think it's funny that you're thinking this far into it as much as exactly what you were saying about PewDiePie and everybody else. It's just a PR thing. He's not really relevant. When was he last relevant? What's his songs? I didn't get his songs. I vaguely get his name and his face. I think he won an X Factor once.
The way I see it is...
Did he win an X Factor?
Probably.
Is that what he did?
The way I see it is, I'm accepting of anybody wanting to label themselves as whatever the fuck they want, but it is being a bit dickish to expect someone that doesn't fucking know what label they are to go, oh my god, you mislabeled me! Sorry, what are you? Oh, well, I'm actually a carrot. Well,
and
I didn't
taking
know
offence
that.
to that.
And taking offence to it, it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were a carrot. I will now refer to you as a carrot. Okay? I'm going to call the police because you offended me. Well, hold on a minute. I didn't know you were a carrot.
Yeah. And then there's a far cry between the whole fucking space cops, space taxi.
They're here for Darkside.
Space taxi for Darkside.
I've nothing against people wanting to be a carrot, but I don't want to have to remember to go about calling you a cat or whatever pronoun you use for fucking carrot.
A reasonable person who is going to ask you to do something outside of your normal routine or normal understanding would have a reasonable tolerance for someone making certain mistakes like that.
Yeah,
but if someone's just being lazy or cuntish, then I think they've every right to either be like, here, bro, what's your fucking problem?
Yeah, it's like
then crying to the point where they get them jailed. That's a bit much.
It's quite similar to the
people going to be cunts. Like,
it's quite similar to the people over 70 being racist argument, right? There's a difference between this is the era I lived in, and this is what's been programmed into your brains. Sort of kind of casual bit of racism versus somebody actually being a racist prick.
It comes down to psychological control. They're trying to control your reality by making you call them something. And why should they have control over my fucking reality? Yeah. Like, no.
Well, I mean,
you don't have control over my reality. I'm in control of my reality, and so I'm going to call you using the fucking terms that I want to fucking use.
I will admit, arguably,
so you're going to purposely go out of your way to affect their reality.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm going to control my little bubble, and they can look after their little bubble.
Your bubble is affecting their bubble, so you have no right to affect their bubble. How dare you?
You've had experience in the 70s. Someone's hurt you.
Fucking remember your bubble. Keep your bubble to yourself.
I don't think that cod liver oil was cod liver oil. I think it was estrogen tablets. Sorry.
Oh fuck.
I mean, if you think about it, right, like from that example, we're all programmed with that anyway, thinking he and she. Like, that was just general program. Like, 40 years from now, people may get used to it and automatically label somebody the correct way to what they want.
And calling somebody they or them makes them sound like an object as well.
It's a weird one.
It is really odd, isn't it?
I don't want
to. You could have thought of a cooler one.
It dehumanises the individual.
Call me Zor. Or call me, call me
Zin
fucking
or Zor.
How fucking special are you?
Call me Le.
Yeah, but Zor spelled with an X, so you got to be cool.
there's
you know what I mean?
there's a special pronoun that only exists for me, and you must use it. Otherwise, you're
Yeah,
fucking selfish.
But I'm not going to tell you what it is.
You're the selfish one.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to get. I'm going to be offended that you try to figure out what it is until you figure out what it is, and then I'll be offended that it took you so long to figure out what it was.
A beautiful clip. It was the Democratic fucking yeah. It wasn't the actual DNC, but it was these social liberal fucking types with their convention. And about 15 minutes of this clip is in pre-trigger warning and pre-buttressing and having practically a fucking hall meeting between the people that are organising it, without actually having a hall meeting. But everyone has a, excuse me, just to further that and object to this and that. And through that, the people that are hosting it, one of them gets interrupted for using non-gender specific language. I think it was one of the lassies even said guys, and can we not use any specific language in this meeting? And I'm just like, this is going to go fucking.
I remember reading about that.
Man.
I remember reading about that. Somebody posted up on Twitter, or was it Facebook or something? When you use the word guys, it's supposed to be non-respective to a single person and more to the group. It's like humanity.
Well, they were talking about even the
Humanity
security
does not
guards.
include females, apparently, just the word. It's like, should we change all these words to include everybody? But by doing that, is actually changing our language so much that people can no longer cope with speaking the language.
To go and look up the dictionary to check the word that you're supposed
exactly.
to say.
You just blanket. Yo, what's up? All right, mate.
You said mate. Mate's masculine.
No, just mate.
Yeah.
Everyone's mate. Everyone gets a sweetheart and mate.
Yeah, but mate. Also,
I call guys and lassies sweetheart.
Yeah, but considering mate is
You're
also
doubly going to jail.
Yeah.
No, I want a lassie to challenge me in front of everybody that are all my male mates one time, so I can literally just be like, hands up if I ever call you sweetheart. No, you're being
If you come
sexist.
across somebody that's non-binary, you're really in trouble, dude.
Yeah. Mott. Alright, Mott.
Not at all, just yo, what's up, man?
You said man. You said man.
So, from one offence to the other, Instagram apologises after censoring London fishmonger. Instagram says a video of a shop display posted by a London-based fishmonger was accidentally flagged as containing offensive material.
Like fish.
And the fishmonger goes on about, he said he wondered whether it had been reported as offensive by someone vegan.
That's what I was just saying.
How dare you just
the vegan
tarnish the vegan
The Vegan Society told the Daily Telegraph that while
vegan society.
while vegans do find images of dead animals offensive, they were also unlikely to follow the Instagram account of a fishmonger.
However,
Nobody really knows what's happened there, but it got greyed out. One of his posts had been greyed out.
Where
with a
is
special warning?
the super evil villain layer of the Vegan Society? Like, where's who and what and where?
It's like a Superman with a V
I
on his
love
chest.
these societies. Like, it's in the LGBT community, and this and that community, and the vegan community.
That actually brings up another kind of offshoot story, right?
People dare have a community.
Well, where the fuck is it? You gotta go looking for it. There's not a specific place, location.
If you want to be a vegan, you go and
headquarters.
you join the society, apparently.
Yeah.
Where?
But
I don't know.
like
Exactly.
It brings up kind of like a little offshoot story. It was in Australia. It was this woman didn't really give much explanation in there, but anyway, she was complaining because her neighbour would barbecue a lot, right? And it's like, well, the barbecue is starting to affect me. The smell's getting all my clothes outside and blah blah blah. And she's like, I think they're actually doing it vindictive now because I'm a vegan. Semi-plausible, considering if there's ever been
fucking nasty.
But if there's ever
Just
been
wafted in the grill smoke.
but if there's ever been any spats between them in the past, it's plausible it could be vindictive.
Just get the clays out for the wash. Go and get the fucking barbecue and get the fucking steaks on, man.
But so she took it to court, right, to try and get them to force the guy to either move the barbecue or stop barbecuing out the back, right?
It's good by a bigger barbecue and a huge fan.
Yeah, but the courts dropped it because also part of our argument was the fact that the kids were always playing basketball outside. So you're immediately starting to turn into this is just a moany old neighbour that just moans about everything, right? So because of this, right, the guy always barbecues. Apparently, he doesn't really cook in the kitchen because it's Australia. It's fucking hot. You know what I mean? It's great to barbecue. Anyway, but they started doing it vindictively after that shit. Not only that, apparently 2,000 YouTubers and Twitter fans are coming over for a party for a big fuck off barbecue.
She's moving house now.
But that's the point, though. It's like, it's like it doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what the hell you believe in.
Don't be a dick. It's the golden rule. Don't be a dick. She was a dick.
Exactly.
She could have went round and said, "Look, I'm vegan, man. Gonna
exactly." But why should he have to stop barbecuing just because she's vegan?
But she could have went round and like struck a deal, go and do it on at this time, or you know. And the guy might have been a little bit more compliant.
How can you not be communal with someone you live next door to?
It's like it's like somebody I know used to rear and butcher their own pigs, right? But they would never do that in the garden or anything like that. They would actually go out to somewhere specific, like an actual slaughterhouse, and do it, right?
Yeah, I'd prefer they wouldn't slaughter pigs right in front
exactly,
of my door.
But at least they were like, no, I'm going to take them out to an actual slaughterhouse, right? But one of the things they used to do was they used to turn a lot of the pork into jerky, and they'd be doing it in a smoking hut in the back garden. No, not a smoking hut, sorry, a salting hut, right, to preserve it. But the next door neighbour was offended that they stored pork in a salting hut in their back garden. So instead of talking to them about it, actually just went in and trashed the thing. And you're into the, hold on a minute, this is my back garden, this is my property.
This is my fucking land,
and I don't care if you're offended at the fact that there's pork. Are you offended that there's pork in my fridge? There's my fridge. Go and destroy that as well if you want.
That's the equivalent of the, I'm going to streak the bacon here. Do you know what I mean? The door handle of the mask. That is fucking really, anyway, that is funny, but it's fucking out of order.
On the subject of vegan, and this is a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know what we talked about this, a teenager blind from living off crisps and chips.
Oh yeah, totally.
So veganism can backfire in a big way. Experts are warning about
that's not veganism. That's just
a veganism. A diet of chips and crisps. That's veganism.
No, it's not. That's called
experts are warning about the risk of extreme fuss eating after teenagers develop permanent sight loss after living in a diet of crisps and chips.
Don't blame veganism for that shit.
And besides that,
that's because of fucking.
That's veganism.
No. It depends on.
Well, any website you go to or that shit, they will expressly be like, if you want to do this, you're going to have to eat enough nutrients and enough varied shit.
But test revealed he had severe vitamin deficiencies and malnutrition damage.
I read into that story, and actually it's because he was so fucking fussy, like any kid can be.
Vitamin B12 deficiency. Where did you get vitamin B12? Meat.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is, it was actually so fucking fussy. He would only eat those three things. It was like it was like chips, crisps, and there was something else I can't remember. But
chips or crisps in the house to eat something else.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, right? Most people are basically turning around and saying, if you didn't eat your dinner, what would your parents do? Well, you can fucking starve then. Guess what? That's now abuse, and the parents can't get away with it. So they have to feed them with exactly what they want.
Yeah.
So they have no control over that, which means it's actually the kid in society that's fucked that kid up, not the parent. That actually bugs the shit out of me, that story, because I'm like, this is what happens when you don't allow parents to actually help their kids to eat a variety of
this doctor guy.
I only want to eat chocolate.
Dr. Atari. Dr. Atan said vegans are also at increased risk of B12 deficiency related sight problems if they do not replace what they lack when excluding meat from their diet.
That's why
good vegans know that.
That's why a lot of them
parents are going to let their kids say, I'm a vegan, and eat nothing but crisps and chips.
But the thing is, there was, a lot of the different stories I've seen on that one, because I've read a lot of them, there's no other story that said that he was vegan. This is, it's just a kid.
Well, I'm not saying it didn't say in the story either. I'm just implying that he was.
Aye.
Not that he was vegan. He was just eating vegan food, man.
Yeah, but
right? That doesn't make him a vegan, but
I don't
he
even
was-
think they can eat crisps like that. It'll be soaked in saturated animal fat.
Some
not
vegetable
eating
oil.
meat doesn't make you a vegan, but
It's the same sort of kind of diet, almost.
But all vegans don't eat meat.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, vegans will take like vitamin supplements and they'll eat
I think
like
he was.
soybeans.
There's
and
a
shit
lot more
like
to
that,
it, right? I'm just trying to trigger you.
But the society triggered me on that one.
Some funny stories. Research on Postman's testicle warmth wins LG.
Postman's what?
Is it IG Nobel?
No, say that again slowly.
Research on Postman's testicle warmth wins IG Nobel. Research
Testicle warmth.
measuring if there is a difference in temperature between the left and right testicles is one of the winners of this year's spoof Nobel Prizes.
Spoof Nobel Prizes, I gotcha. Yeah,
Cool. Glad they
testicle
spend
warmth.
time giving spoof Nobel Prizes
did they have to, like,
fake
go and-
testicle warmer measurers.
Yeah.
Theft charges for a couple who spent $100,000 from bank transfer mistake. This is a crazy story. Two people in the US have been charged with theft after spending thousands of dollars their bank mistakenly deposited into their account. Basically, it was going,
Fucking wankers, eh?
it was bank error in your favour type thing,
Yeah,
and it was meant to go
wankers.
into some kind of investment bank's account, but accidentally got put into theirs.
Damn it, you take
So
every
they
last
went
penny you
out
can.
and spent it on cars and all sorts. And but
Okay.
but you need to hear this line. They phoned her up and said, Tiffany Williams told the bank her husband had spent a great portion of the funds and purchased a 4-wheeler. She said she would speak to her husband and attempt to construct a repayment agreement. However, the bank was unable to contact the couple after that
Yeah,
conversation.
because they moved. They basically took the rest of the cash and went, we're going to Canada.
But to say that I will pay it back in $1 a month or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
It's like a
Fuck you.
fly, like.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I could date you,
But in July, both admitted to knowing the mislaid money did not belong to them, but they spent it anyway before the accidental deposit their account had done an average of balance of $1,000. But the money just got ripped out of their account, and so
Yeah.
they went into $100,000 in overdraft, and so now they're having to pay that back, as well as
That's all right.
going to jail.
Just
or
declare
whatever.
yourself bankrupt. You
Well,
declare
they'll
yourself
probably have to.
bankrupt and you don't have to pay that back. So
You're still going to jail though. Man
Not if you
spends
declare yourself
£30,000 fighting a £100 speeding fine. A man spent
Holy shit. Well, fight the man,
£30,000 of his
like.
savings in a failed legal battle for justice over a £100 speeding fine. They said that he was doing 35 in a 30 zone, and he contested that and just kept going to the point at which he went and hired some kind of technician that said that that the speed gun could have picked up a car going the other way or something, but they didn't buy it, and he had to pay all the legal fees. £30,000 for a £100 speeding fine. That's mental.
That's hilarious.
What a fool.
Fight the man. Go on.
And this is quite cool. I
how
don't
do you
know
know
if
it's a man?
There's a guy.
I'm just saying- I'm just saying
the
fight
man.
The
man.
proverbial man. That's sexist.
Yeah, but considering this day and age, it's
the
actually
proverbial they.
it's actually still acceptable to say the man because
It's
of
the proverbial
everybody's.
the they.
It's the age of man hating right now. So
The they.
the they. So you got it's a double T. Is it a the?
It's them.
The others.
Variant 31, pushing boundaries of immersive theatre.
Pushing boundaries, you fucking.
Have you heard of this? No. It's Europe's largest interactive real life game, and includes 150 real life performers. It lasts 90 minutes.
Oh my
and
God.
It costs like £50 to play it
Where?
in London.
Oh.
It's been running since February or something.
Oh, what?
And it's put on by, what is it, Big Dream Productions, which are put on big, massive stage productions in Broadway in the West End.
150
and the-
folk, man.
It's like 2.8 hours later.
And there's got to be like another.
It's like an
50 to
interactive
100
zombie
folk
game,
behind
but,
the game.
but it's been produced by a huge kind of West End Broadway
What,
theatre
is that, a zombie
producer.
game? Oh.
Well, it's not. It's more a kind of sci-fi kind of zombie thing, but it seems really interesting. So you need to check that out.
So
does, it does, huh?
what is really interesting?
I don't know. What is really interesting?
Is this woman right here?
That's not that wasn't a Twitter moment.
But it's gone up anyway. Because it's just so fucking randomly weird. So...
This isn't the back of
Is this rape?
This isn't the back of the news story that researchers had... I don't know where they were from, Canada or something.
So there's a giant eel.
Through water samples in Loch Ness, they went through all the DNA of species in the lake and said that all they could find was eels.
Yeah.
And that Loch Ness Monster was an eel or something. And so she thought, oh, fuck it, I'm going to sell my story at the paper that I shagged the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, oh, she sucked him off. There's a difference.
Yeah.
She may be a hussy, she's not a whore.
Yeah.
No, but I think if you go into the story, she said that it wanted to have sex.
Yeah,
with
but
her.
couldn't because of their biology.
Something like that. You're
Sorry,
like,
I'm too big for you, hun.
You're a crazy fucking fantasist. Oh my god.
You get them of all kinds, don't you? Right.
There's not.
So, but she got paid. Like, how much did she get paid for that story? I want to.
20 quid for the star.
So, going from one crazy taco to another, a mystery taco was left inside a book dropped at a library.
Taco.
The unusual bookmark has intrigued many people, but left book lovers and taco enthusiasts shaking their heads. Says the book was found at an Indiana library's book drop a few years ago.
Mystery taco.
Mystery taco.
It sounds like a fucking chapter at Harry Potter.
No. It's
Harry Potter and the mystery taco.
no, it sounds like it sounds like a loot box company.
Yeah, I'm actually
I'm
actually more intrigued of which poem it has like grease stained there. You know, maybe there's a point to it.
It's the fucking artwork. You expect that in a modern art gallery.
The fact that classifies as fucking news. Mystery taco in a fucking library
That's because they don't want to tell you about Prince Andrew meeting with some underage lassie.
Don't talk about
it. Let's get a fucking taco. There's a taco story. Quick, get that up.
Well, talking about the British system, Boris Johnson compares leaving EU to the Hulk.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He says we will break free of the EU like the Incredible Hulk.
I never heard him say that.
Well, you're not listening enough. You're not listening to enough Darkside.
This is
God's sake.
The Daily Star kind of...
It's the Daily Twitter. How dare you?
Oh, God, it's worse than the Daily Star.
Well, I don't know. I sucked off the Loch Ness Monster, or Boris Johnson said it's like the Hulk.
Well, people have said that, just like the potential. Fergie, who's celebrating 13 years of Fergie's the Duchess.
Shut up. Really? Oh, my God. That's like, how much of a distraction story is that? There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see whatsoever.
13 years, man. Can you believe it's been 13 years? Since my London going down. London, I'm coming in your mouth. Remember that one?
No paedophilia whatsoever. No paedophilia.
She wasn't 13. She was old enough.
Hey, well, I even leave that in there so that people might jump to that conclusion.
No one jumped to that conclusion.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
What are you talking about?
I didn't come out with that. You did.
You started talking about children.
Speaking of children, the Peaky Blinders legitimate festival.
How are they children?
Just because only children will really want to go to it.
No.
Yeah.
No children watch Peaky Blinders.
This is my question.
Kids watch Paw Patrol, Minecraft, and fucking Fortnite challenge videos.
Only adults who want to be ironically like cool watch those kind of shit.
Yeah, because they're so cool in any way, shape, or form.
No, but what I'm wondering is like right, okay. You look at the image and it's like, oh, look at me, I'm dressed up like 1920s, 1930s kind of clothing. Oh, what a great time. You're going to a Peaky Blinders fucking thing.
There's always been like those 1920s, 30s kind of festivals.
But considering what is Peaky Blinders about?
It's with gangsters.
Exactly.
Yeah, they look dressed up to the nines.
They are appreciating violence here.
But it's not it's not a Peaky Blinders thing.
It's
a 1920s event.
Boy, man, and come out with a fucking razor.
No, it's Peaky Blinders, the legitimate festival.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. You're going to Peaky Blinders Festival, which is about mobsters and gangsters and shit, but you're just going there to drink wine and dress up in 1930s clothing.
And what's your problem? It's a hot girl summer. Get the fuck over it.
People are going along for the style. They don't care about the fucking
exactly.
mobsters.
So why not just call it a 1930s festival?
Because Peaky Blinders.
Because Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, because it's come
like,
back for the next season.
Why Game of Thrones? Because Game of Thrones.
Exactly. So it's like
it sells it.
Yeah, but it's one of those. How many of these people are hypocrite enough to be able to go? Yeah, I don't follow fads.
I don't know.
Fads make money.
I don't know. Because capital.
Because money. Because banknotes.
So, talking about
Because
banknotes,
1920s banknotes.
an 18-karat gold toilet worth $1 million has been stolen from Blenheim Palace.
What?
I love this story.
I've been in Blenheim Palace. There's not a gold toilet there.
Yeah, not
anymore,
with
there's
No, what gets
Don't
me...
say that you were there, for fuck's sake.
What gets me is the fact that it's an 18-karat toilet in the picture, and it's just like as the price
Why
toilet
didn't
roll.
I get to see that?
What gets
I wanted
me?
to see that.
What gets me is the fucking toiletry and the toilet room, and his fucking portal seems to have been shining and glistening like a fucking golden
Can you hear
fucking
that? Can
Fortnite
you
loot
hear
box.
that? Can you hear that ting from the distance?
A 66-year-old man has been arrested. but the toilet is yet to be recovered.
Yes! How did you miss that?
How do you fence that?
How do you steal that?
How do you fence it?
Yeah, here.
What,
Can you,
it's probably easier. You
How do you
bolt
fence
it,
it, mate? I'll
whatever.
put that in mine. Who's fuck
But
fencing it?
once you're going to put it in your. They haven't found it in his house. So
totally.
what is it in his garden shed or something? Like
That's brilliant.
It's probably been turned into like little lawn squirrels or
Had to
something like
melt
that.
it down.
Yeah.
Sitting in a bit toilet seat in your neck.
Yeah, imagine.
Here's our wedding ring, darling. It's actually the fucking...
Imagine having to clean that though. You wouldn't be able to clean it with like toilet duck. You'd have to be using like tins of Brasso or
my
some shit like
God.
that. You know what I mean? Like proper polishing agents
that's
to
a
clean the fucking
crucible.
toilet.
You need to melt it down the crucible. That's how you clean it.
I told you, melt it down, you recast it. Yeah, that's totally
That's
it.
a golden chalice. Fuck Game of Thrones, that's the throne.
Well, talking about weird, strange segue thrones, James Gunn reveals official cast list for the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, the next picture is the official cast list. Check this out.
Really?
Yeah.
You've actually got... Right, okay.
So read them out to me. Read them out. Come on. Not too fast.
David Dasmal Kane. What?
Get it right, for fuck's sake.
No, you read it out then.
This is his one chance. Then there's Nathan Fillion.
Peter Capaldi.
Then there's Sean Gunn. Yeah. No spoilers, fuck's sake.
But there's no spoilers. There's
Taika
no fucking
Waititi.
screen.
Daniela Melchior.
Not for the audio listeners, you fucking
Viola
whore.
Davis. What?
You ableist. You visualist.
John Cena, really?
John Cena, yeah.
Joe Kinnaman.
Idris Elba.
Juan Diego Boto.
Idris Elba.
Elbow.
Yeah. Idris Elbow. That sounds like a film title. Idris's elbow. Yeah, Peter Capaldi.
Jai Courtney.
Mailing NG. Mailing. Mailing. Aye, but it's like got NG under it. Like mailing.
Aye, mailing.
Mailing. Storm Reed, Steve Agee.
Joaquin Phoenix, isn't he?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Nah, he's fucking busy fucking...
Being a clown. Yeah, he's been a clown.
Margot Robbie, really?
Yeah, Hart and Captain Boomerang are the only two returning. Will Smith and everyone else is just fucking bombed at that film. Fuck that shit.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Well, it's weird because like James Gunn can do a good film-ish, but they've kind of just threw everything at the wall there. When I seen that post, I was like, nah, and then I clicked that picture and went, oh fucking wait, no, there's everyone's in this film.
Yeah.
How crowded is this film going to be?
That just seems like a big spew fest, really, to be honest.
Who's Peter Capaldi going to be? An updated version of the Penguin? Doctor Who. He's not Doctor Who. Doctor Who's a woman. How dare you? It's 2019. Keep up, Darkside.
No, Doctor Who is non-binary.
It's a they.
He took offence to that. He took offence to that.
Them's a they.
Doctor Who.
Exactly. Doctor Who can be any gender, any race, anything. So
He's
Doctor Who.
The next Doctor Who is going to be a lampshade.
Lampshade. Just got to turn on and off. Just got to like light up and like turn its light on and like Morse code.
How
just to
dare
talk
you
about.
suggest that Doctor Who can't be a lampshade?
Yeah, you're well hanging a lampshade on that fucker. Speaking of things that are like lampshades, Joe Keery got bangs and now fans are mourning his mullet.
Bangs?
Yeah, you know, like
he got
hair
bangs.
bangs. Yeah, he got mullet banged.
Who's Joe Keery?
Don't know.
He's off Stranger Things, Darkside, one of the biggest shows on TV.
Yeah, but only watched the first season. I can't watch
halfway through the second season.
I haven't got time to watch everything like you do.
I need bother BBC and fucking weather documentaries.
Weather documentary?
Climate change. Much.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What am I
Weather
talking about?
documentaries.
What am I talking about?
Well, speaking of climate change, this bearded dragon was really excited about going outside.
That's the story.
That's the story, apparently. This bearded dragon was really excited about going outside. I'm free, motherfuckers! Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing
What
Twitter
are the
moment.
intention of all these pulp stories? Just to keep you reading crap?
Yep.
And just
Endless BuzzFeed
flicking-
stream of shite, aye.
Well, talking about an endless
BuzzFeed's better than
BuzzFeed
that,
stream of shite,
like Daily
protester throws
Record.
blood-like substance during vaccine bill hearing.
By the way, I'd have hooked this bastard and bitch thing, they.
Yeah.
Read this.
During a Californian Senate hearing for SB 276, a bill regarding medical exemptions for vaccines, an anti-vaccine protester allegedly threw a red liquid from a feminine hygiene device on the Senate floor, hitting a number of politicians.
She threw a red liquid from a feminine hygiene device.
Yeah, so basically you
you
basically threw who knows whether it's blood or it's actual just red food dye or whatever, but you basically threw a tampon or sanitary
She's
towel.
lucky. She didn't get shot for being a terrorist.
Yeah, because
What a
regardless as to
filthy
whether
fuck.
it's food dye or not, people will think that's blood straight
What a
away, and that's
filthy-
actually biological
People
warfare.
get shot on sight for less in America.
Yeah, but look what happens to folk. Look what happens to folk that intentionally have sex with somebody and give them VD
Aye, totally.
or fucking something worse. You know what I mean? It's like they get the hammer thrown down on them.
It
Like
should have been a milkshake.
it should have been a milkshake. Well, it was a kind of a milkshake. It's
Oh
kind of
God, not strawberry.
I said that right as he was taking a drink.
You motherfucker that went
Yes.
down the rank pipe. Right.
That was
Feminine
amazing.
blood shake.
Per blood shake, yeah. Well, speaking of blood shaking, PewDiePie retracts $50,000 donation to Jewish anti-hate group.
Yeah, I like the way they worded this.
How can you
Not
retract
the
the
Anti-Defamation
donation?
League
Yeah.
to Jewish
Hold on,
Yeah.
you,
anti-hate group.
how can you retract it if you've donated it?
He didn't.
He didn't donate it?
Yeah.
Well, he was. He was in the middle of donating it.
So it was just a story that he
Yeah.
donated it then.
Yeah.
So you don't even donate the
cancelled
money,
the donation.
and you get the PR, you get the
Yeah.
wealth from
He
the
cancelled
PR.
the donation.
That's fucking brilliant.
cancelled the donation.
That's genius PR.
Yeah.
No, how can you cancel a donation? You've already donated it. It'd be a direct back transfer of donation.
No, keeping in mind, like Patreon, you can retract your Patreon donation.
After you've made it.
You think you're getting some kind of shit for that, though, eh? Like,
Yeah.
oh, here's 50 grand to a charity. Oh, wait, no. It'd be somewhere. Hey,
Aye,
oh,
but keeping in mind,
oh,
you
we'll
can make
fucking
the
do that.
donation.
Is he doing it for like tax avoidance
Yeah.
purposes or
Well,
something?
but you can make a donation, but as long as it's not been removed from your bank account, you can retract it.
That's true.
And it still shows up as you making a donation, but
Yeah,
donation
that's
doesn't
why I'm
go
saying
through.
it's genius, and that he said that he made a donation and he hadn't,
Exactly. That's it.
but he got all the PR from it.
Are you implying that
Boom.
the pure...
No,
is
that
the
just backs,
driven
that just
snow
backs up what we're
PewDiePie?
saying, that he was doing it for the publicity.
So you're implying that he would do such a thing to a Jewish anti-hate group? Why would you do something like that, Darkside?
He did it because he knew he could retract it.
But why?
He was going
What's
to
the
retract. He was
purpose?
going to retract it all
What is
along.
the end game?
That's the end game. What we're doing now, talking about him, that's the end game.
Oh, well. Some others would say it was a more nefarious purpose. I thought you were going down that road.
What
That's all.
nefarious purpose?
Well, you know. Yeah.
Well-
Who would retract money from a Jewish anti-hate group?
I don't know. Who would? Somebody that's after PR.
Plants,
A
just like
Nazi.
this. Plants would
That's what-
retract
that's
the
what I
money.
want you to say. The fact that you said that word, you've just fell into his trap.
So, so this plant said will make you want to turn your home into a green oasis.
You're getting litigated against now.
Don't say fell into a trap. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Next,
What?
The
it's
plant.
done. It's gone.
It's the plant thing.
Megan Thee Stallion signs management deal with Rock Nation.
Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't care how she pronounces it.
I don't know
Right?
who she is. I don't care.
Hot girl summer.
Just because she accidentally put an extra E in
Shrug
there,
off
it's
the
still
shoulders.
done.
She was the one that
roll
was-
of the eyes.
She was the one that was twerking to the flute a few episodes back. Remember?
Yeah, because
That led onto
twerking.
the-
Yeah,
it
It was
because
that trivial that no, I
because
can't remember.
twerking isn't sexist at all.
It was completely unmemorable.
You know?
Megan Thee Stallion, rip, because she just got signed to Rock Nation, which is notorious for
But that's
buying
not
people
even her name.
and doing nothing with their clout. Of
not
course,
even
it's her name. Her mother was creative.
Alright, Sunbeam.
Fucking unit.
Sideshow unit, yeah. Climate activists glued themselves outside London Fashion Week.
Of course they did.
Glued
Extinct-
themselves. It
Oh,
sounds so much more fucking nefarious.
Hey, did you hear that the next one is coming to the SECC in Glasgow?
What one
The
Fashion
climate,
Week.
no, the big climate thing.
are they? Good for them.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. I like
I'm not going. Fuck.
no, it's going to be hilarious. So
go behind them and
It's
like
gonna
They
be
won't
amazing.
believe there's a climate emergency.
Team Punk
Barry
ass.
on.
Charcoal, a car that runs on charcoal alone. I want to be at the front of it, just sputtering like chitty chitty bang bang, firing nothing but black smoke.
you may as well just have a car that runs on pure whale sperm or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Japanese are probably on that already.
like panda fur or something. You know, burns panda fur.
It only runs on the tears of Amazonian creatures who have been violently burned in a fire.
Oh no, that's it. The car runs on climate activists.
Blood.
You just dump one
On
in
the
a tank.
sacrificial
Yeah.
blood.
You actually just throw them in the boot and it grinds them up. There you go,
Ugh.
done. But yeah,
Because then it's like recyclable. If it's their bloody tampons that runs on, then that's
hate speech.
that's hate speech.
There's a new meme. But
Number
yeah,
one,
so,
it's like a fucking TV show.
Why should I care about them gluing themselves to anything?
because they glued themselves.
funny.
It's just the fact that
To peel it off,
they
and it's
glued
gonna
them.
hurt.
I'd just go out, I'd laugh at them.
You're glued. You can't do anything when I'm poking
I'd
the ribs.
offer them some like solvent or whatever to get rid of the glue.
I'd offer them some.
just kind of
What?
dent
I'd
them
offer
with
them
it.
some strawberry milkshake.
What I want to know though is look at the sign they've got. Look at the logo they've got on their flag.
Bit culty, eh?
I'm pretty sure.
bit Nazi almost.
I'm actually pretty sure there's a fucking whether it's a superhero or a super
Green
villain.
Lantern, you
Yeah,
dork.
it's Green Lantern.
I know, but there's another one as well that is actually like
It was the White Lanterns.
No,
It's an ancient.
it's not. It doesn't look like a fucking lantern. Is the one I'm saying.
It's an ancient satanic worship symbol.
I'm gonna have to search up now
is.
since Nathan's like helping.
I know what you fucking mean, but I'm not a comic book dork, so I don't know all
But
the
no,
answers.
there's like a super villain or something that's got that
Yeah,
fucking exact
Satan.
logo. Anyway,
You're a fucking super villain. I think it's Spawn or
well,
something.
I would be if you stopped spending the fucking cash.
What? There's
Yeah.
cash?
Not anymore.
I'll fucking spend your cash, you know?
Arcade Fire's funeral turns 15. Okay,
It turns 15.
like yeah.
Let's have a
right.
birthday for it.
Next.
It turns, that's it.
That's
us.
So that was the last one that you popped up there. That was terrible.
Saving the.
I am like my
Worst
brain
for
has
last.
just aged another 15 years with that last Twitter moment. That was horrifying. Ew.
Not as horrifying as fucking half the stories you've had tonight.
Yeah. Not as
Uh,
horrifying as trying to stretch that out until somebody actually said something.
But would you fucking palpitating or something?
I'm sweating at that. It's horrible.
I've got one thing left.
Oh god, right then, okay. Just
It's actually quite interesting. MIT's color changing ink could let you customize your shoes. It's like they've created this
Yeah.
this ink that you can put on shoes, but it's been funded by Ford or some other big car manufacturer because the intent is to eventually put it on cars and that you be able to through it. It works like you shine a UV light onto it. And you can reprogram the ink to be
Yeah.
a different color
like,
or a different pattern.
Do you remember
Yeah,
the old?
weird, right?
You remember the old original
It's like that
Total
bit.
Recall?
Yeah, it's like that bit in Total
With the
Recall.
fingernails.
We're changing the fingernails.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that.
That thing didn't actually change the colour of fingernails. It used UV light on a pigment that was already on our nails. Just dink.
Well, this is like
Welcome
you-
to FAWK
at the moment.
Chronicles, the UV light fashion channel. Fucking
Well, if it gets us more subs,
beauty gurus.
so be it.
Fucking cyberpunk fucking nail channel.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. Makeup and fashion from
Pretty
a
cool,
male
though.
perspective or something like that, you know?
Oh, that is pretty cool. Is that's about it. for this episode.
Is that you
61.
wrapped up, is it?
It's better than like your last story.
They were amazing.
Go suck
How
it.
fucking dare you? One, they weren't mine, they were Twitters, and two, they were actually well picked this week. Don't even lie.
Smell your maw.
That's okay. Right, alright, okay. Calling you a boomer's dumb, but smell your maw at the end of the show is fucking on par.
It uses more words.
If you made it this far, folks, we genuinely appreciate your listenership, and if you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, give us a wee pound off you over on Patreon. And for those watching via the FAWK Chronicles on YouTube, while you're here, feel free to throw a strawberry milkshake soaked tampon all over that subscribe button. Links to Discord can be found in the description and on our YouTube page. The FAWK Chronicles are part of the Indi Scots network, where every Thursday I will be streaming on Twitch for Roleplay Thursdays, and 6 nights of the week there's a bevy of Scottish talent streaming, playing together and podcasting. Until next time, this has been Captain Privilege, Grandmaster Tech and Dr. Darkside signing off. Closing hail frequencies in the communications, and gonna go stage a fake fighting match.
I'm gonna go and glue my hands to something.
Bags, I know it.